Hello, I'm coming to you from my home office here in the heart of Saskatoon. Seems like I've been here for about 6 months, but I think it's only 3 or 4 or something like that. Anyway, I'm making this video because I've been playing around with Canvas for the last couple of weeks, and I thought what I would do is maybe give you a taste of what I found out and maybe help you make a more informed decision about whether you want to move to Canvas for the fall or whether you're going to leave it and wait until the winter. This is what the dashboard in Canvas looks like. So I made a couple of example courses here for Animal Science 315 and AmBi 110, the courses I teach in the fall. I also tried to see what it would be like to have your materials from Blackboard transferred over to Canvas and see how seamless that was. So what I did was I downloaded Animal Science 315 from last year, and I uploaded it into Canvas, and this is what I got. Every file that I had in Blackboard is here, and it's here in the same orders. So that was a very smooth transition. So if you're worried about moving your files and everything to Canvas, that was very straightforward. If we look over at the left, at the sidebar, you can see that there are very many fewer links than there are in Blackboard. I think Blackboard has about 40 of them. Here it's very clean, and there's only the ones that you would normally use fairly regularly. So announcements, you can make announcements to the students if you want. You can create assignments. I'll click on that. So you can create an assignment, put down the points it's going to get, give them a description of it. You can determine how they upload it, and here you can specify whether it's a Word document or a PDF document, so you're going to make sure that you get what you want. You can decide whether it's a group assignment, and this is something that I really like, and that's require peer reviews of assignments. I've been doing this for a couple of years, except Blackboard doesn't have this feature. I've had to use another program. Canvas has this feature already installed, so I intend to make good use of it. I've really found that requiring peer reviews gives me a much better final product. There's discussions, so you can set up a discussion group if you wish. Grades, so their gradebook is much simpler and much prettier than the one in Blackboard. So you're just going to have names, the assignments, and their total grade. So there will be a list of assignments as you create them. So this looks to be much cleaner. You've got people, so this will be a list of instructors and students. Pages. Now this is a place where if you want something to be public, you would put it. So if you want your syllabus to be public, you would upload it here. Files. This is kind of neat, actually. All of the files that are used anywhere in the course are all here, so you don't have to look in a whole bunch of different spots. Everything is here, so you'll be able to find the files a lot easier. You can upload your syllabus here, but that doesn't look to be what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use my regular syllabus and post it. We've got outcomes, so you can put course outcomes down. Rubrics. You can create quizzes, and you can do exactly the same things that you did in Blackboard. You can create pools of questions and assign random numbers of them. We can do conferences. Right now, WebEx isn't here, but when we get the U of S version, apparently WebEx will be integrated into it, so you'll be able to set up a conference right here. You can set up collaboration, so you can allow students to use Google Docs, something like that. If you want to, you can keep attendance. You can get analytics on how students are doing. It will flag students who are not doing very well, so you can send them an email and ask them what's happening. And of course, settings where you can set up the time zone and those kinds of things. So that's what it looks like when I transfer a course from Blackboard to Canvas. Now let me show you a version of Animal Science 315 that I created from scratch in Canvas. When I entered the Animal Science 315 course, the first thing I see is the course modules. The modules contain all of the files and activities for each major subject covered in the course. If you compare this to Blackboard, I think this is much cleaner and I found it much more intuitive. Let's start with a few of the module mock-ups that I made. I'll open the course introduction module. This contains the syllabus, a welcome video that goes through the syllabus and explains what will be happening in the course this year. I've also opened up a discussion group. I'm including a discussion group in every module for two reasons. It will allow students to ask me questions, something they would normally do after class or by coming to my office. Since this isn't possible, the discussion group will provide them with a way to do this. It also gives students an opportunity to see what questions their peers are asking of me. And of course, they could also communicate with each other, which will hopefully build some connection between the students and with me. I will include a document on how to take part in a WebEx conference. I've had my own problems just getting my video and audio to work, and I'm sure you have too. I also want to cover the etiquette of being in a large WebEx conference. I think we need to be very clear about this. Then, of course, during the first class of the year, I will have a WebEx conference to work out some of the kinks in the system. I know a lot of rural students will have problems with slow internet connections, so I will also record the WebEx conferences and make them available online. So you can see all of the items that I've added to this module. How easy is it to do that? Well, to add an item to a module, you press on the plus. Then you have a drop-down menu of all of the things you can add to a module, so assignments, quizzes, files, etc. I'm going to add an external URL so I can add a YouTube video. I click on the URL and I've actually got some loaded from before, so I'll just click on that. I can name that, so this is a test video. I'm going to load it into a new tab, and I suggest you do that too. It doesn't seem to work if you open it on the same page. I can also indent it different amounts to show, I guess, the importance of different things in the module. I press Add Item, and voila, there it is. Very easy to add things to the module, much more straightforward than Blackboard was, in my opinion. Now we get down to the laboratory. This is the difficult part because I think the live animal laboratory in Animal Science 315 is really one of the most wonderful things about our programs. We're not going to be able to do that, so we're going to have to replace it somehow. The first lab, that's not going to be too bad because this is where we talk about what the experiments are and how the lab will work. There's a lab manual. We can give an introduction video. We can have a WebEx conference, and we can get them to sign up for the different projects. Once they get to the projects, though, there ain't no animals. So what I've done is I'm planning to do a dog nutrition project this fall, and so these are some of the initial ideas I'm playing around with. I've got 10 labs in this, and basically we're going to concentrate on the 3 R's. Once again, go through library skills, writing, numeracy, that kind of stuff. I have created a very detailed dog project overview video. So I've taken the students on a tour through the dog facility and shown them all of the kinds of things that they would have done if they had been at the University of Saskatchewan. So that's my short overview of Canvas. I would say that I'm quite pleased with it. I find it very straightforward, much more straightforward than Blackboard. And so I don't think there's any reason for me to stay on Blackboard in the fall. However, have a look at it once it becomes available, and you can make your own decision whether you want to start in the fall or in the winter term. This is me, signing off.